Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning and discover that everything you've ever desired, whether it's financial abundance, radiant health, deep love, or a life of freedom, is already waiting for you. Not in some distant future, not in some vague possibility, but here, right now, in the quantum field of infinite potential. What if I told you that the difference between the life you're living and the life you dream about comes down to one thing: your intention? Sounds too simple, doesn't it? Yet, modern science is proving what ancient wisdom has been saying for thousands of years. Your thoughts and emotions are not just inside you. They are forces shaping reality itself. Every single moment, your intention is like a tuning fork that vibrates into the universe, pulling back to you the frequency you broadcast. Now, here's the mind-blowing part. Physicists have discovered that reality doesn't exist as one solid, fixed thing. Instead, it exists as a cloud of probabilities, waves of potential, until you, yes you, focus on it. Until you set an intention. And that's the moment the wave collapses into your lived experience. Think about that. You are not just living in the universe. The universe is responding to you. This isn't magic. It isn't wishful thinking. It's the intersection of quantum science and the human spirit. And in this video, we're going to dive deep into how quantum manifestation works, why the power of intention is the key to creating your reality, and how you can start using it today to transform your life. But before we break it down, let's pause and ask, if intention is so powerful, why aren't more people living their dream lives? The answer is both simple and profound. Most people don't realize that they are already manifesting all the time, but they are doing it unconsciously. Their scattered thoughts, their hidden doubts, their unconscious fears, they are all broadcasting signals too, and the universe responds faithfully, neutrally, without judgment. The real question is, are you ready to stop manifesting by default and start manifesting by design? To truly understand quantum manifestation, let's take a journey into the smallest building blocks of reality, the quantum world. In classical physics, the world of Newton and Einstein, reality looks solid, predictable, and stable. If you drop an apple, it falls. If you throw a ball, it moves in a straight line. But in quantum physics, the world of subatomic particles, things get strange. Electrons can be in multiple places at once. Photons of light behave like both waves and particles. And most importantly, nothing is fixed until it is observed. This was proven in one of the most famous experiments in science, the double-slit experiment. When scientists shot particles through two slits in a wall, they expected them to act like tiny bullets and form two lines. But instead, the particles behaved like waves, creating an interference pattern, as though each particle went through both slits at once. Here's the twist. When scientists placed a measuring device to observe which slit the particle went through, the wave collapsed, and the particle behaved like a solid bullet again. In other words, the act of observation changed reality. Now pause and let that sink in. The universe behaves differently depending on whether it is being observed. This is the foundation of the observer effect, a principle that suggests your awareness has a role in shaping the world around you. And what directs your awareness? Your intention. Think of the quantum field as an ocean of infinite possibilities. Every version of your life, wealthy, poor, healthy, sick, loved, lonely, already exists as a potential in this ocean. Your intention is like the rudder of a ship, steering you toward one specific possibility out of the infinite. But intention isn't just thinking a thought. It's the marriage of thought and emotion. Science shows us that the human brain generates powerful electrical signals, while the human heart generates a magnetic field hundreds of times stronger. Together, your mind and heart create a coherent electromagnetic signal that interacts with the field around you. This means when you think about your future with clarity and feel it with genuine emotion, you're not just imagining it, you're broadcasting it, and the field responds. Spiritual traditions have always known this truth. The practice of prayer, mantra, meditation, and visualization are all forms of intention setting. When monks pray with deep focus, when yogis meditate on stillness, when visionaries visualize their goals, they are all doing the same thing, aligning their inner world to direct the outer world. Even indigenous traditions speak of the dream time, a state where the world is shaped by thought. Ancient mystics said, "As within, so without." Today, quantum science echoes the same truth. Reality is a mirror, reflecting your inner intention. You've probably experienced this yourself. Have you ever thought about a person you haven't spoken to in years, and suddenly they call you? Or set an intention to find an answer, and the exact book, podcast, or mentor shows up unexpectedly? That's not coincidence. That's coherence between your inner intention and the quantum field. In fact, researchers have studied the effects of focused intention on random number generators, plants, even water crystals, and found measurable changes. Dr. Masaru Emoto's famous water experiments, for example, showed that water molecules formed beautiful crystals when exposed to thoughts of love and gratitude, and chaotic shapes when exposed to anger or hate. If intention can affect water, and our bodies are mostly water, imagine what it can do to reality. So how do you harness the power of intention for quantum manifestation? Here's a practical roadmap. Step 1. Clarity. The universe responds to clear signals. If your desire is vague, "I just want to be happy," your results will be vague. Instead, define what happiness means for you. Is it financial freedom? Is it health? Is it meaningful relationships? Be precise. Clarity sharpens your frequency. Step 2. Embodiment. Don't just think it, feel it. Your intention gains power when you embody the emotional state of already having it. For example, if your intention is abundance, ask yourself, how would I feel if I already had it? Secure? Free? Grateful? Generate that emotion now. When thought and emotion align, you become a magnet. Step 3. Visualization. Close your eyes and imagine your desired reality in vivid detail. But don't just watch it like a movie. Step into it. Feel the texture, hear the sounds, breathe the air of your future life. Neuroscience shows that the brain doesn't distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. By rehearsing your future in your mind, you're training your brain and body to recognize it as normal. Step 4. Letting go. This is where most people stumble. They set an intention but cling to it with desperation. Desperation is resistance. Instead, trust. Just as you plant a seed and let it grow, set your intention and allow the field to orchestrate the how. Detach from the timeline and the method. Your job is the what, the universe handles the how. Step 5. Alignment in action. Live as though your intention is already reality. Walk, speak, and make choices like the person you are becoming. This creates resonance. When your actions align with your intention, you send a coherent signal that collapses the timeline into your favor. Step 6. Gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate amplifier. When you feel grateful for something as if it already exists, you trick your body into believing it's real now. This shifts your vibration into alignment with receiving it. Gratitude isn't just an emotion, it's a declaration that the universe has already delivered. Transformation in daily life. When you begin living with conscious intention, the world around you starts to change. You notice synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Opportunities appear. People arrive in your life at just the right moment. And sometimes, the shift happens so quickly it feels miraculous. But here's the deeper transformation. Intention doesn't just change your external world. It changes you. You become more focused, more present, more aligned with your higher self. You stop chasing and start attracting. You stop forcing and start flowing. At the core of it all is this truth. You are not a passive observer in the universe. You are a co-creator. Your intention is the paintbrush, the universe is the canvas, and your life is the masterpiece. Quantum manifestation and the power of intention is not about luck, magic, or fantasy. It's about understanding that reality itself is pliable, responsive, and participatory. The universe is listening, not to your words, not to your wishes, but to your intention. So the question is, what reality are you broadcasting? Are you sending out signals of fear, doubt, and lack? Or are you broadcasting clarity, joy, and abundance? When you master intention, you master manifestation. You stop being the victim of chance and start being the architect of destiny. Because at the deepest level of truth, you are not just living in the universe is living through you, and it's waiting for your intention.